You have to check this out yourself. But basically, what I saw was basically between 1920 and 1930, 1940, basically some years around there. Pretty much the senators or governors of different states would basically hang around the radio wire the telephone room, and they would find out when shipments were coming through, something like that. They would basically hang around the communications room, basically the old telephone system where you plug in the things. They'd basically hang out in that room, basically, and listen in and find out when shipments were being shipped around. And then they would go and do raids on the shipments, basically. I believe it was Richard Nixon or somebody basically had put themselves in position as basically a governor of some city or something like that. And then they would go and they would steal the stuff. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure. I don't really know, but basically the way it looked to me basically it was JFK, Nixon, and them were basically raiding trucks, and basically when they would find out a shipment would be moving or something like that, they would go and raid the trucks or raid the money or whatever. I don't really know. That's the way it looked to me, basically. I'm not exactly sure, but whatever. Maybe they just went down to the room and took a picture of themselves there. But I have a picture of that. Anyway, I don't really care. It doesn't really matter to me. Basically, they're bad people. They used to drive around in sports cars with convertible sports cars, with four-door sports cars, with people with Tommy guns or something like that. Anyway, I don't really know. Basically, that's why there was a depression or whatever else like that. Was basically Nixon and JFK. They're just killing whoever they wanted with the Tommy guns. They didn't care. They just do whatever they wanted. You know, I don't really know. I don't really care. So, basically, most of the death and violence and stuff like that was happening in America, it looks like. I mean, Zachary, there's Zachary, there's Bill Gates. I mean, Zachary, like I said, teletype room, hostage situation for 48 hours, basically, or 12 or 17 hours, pretty much. That led to the rape of like 15 young girls or something like that, or 5 young girls or something like that. When they eventually shot, well, they shot the police officer and the teacher, and also there were 3 deaths, and also this other kid, and said there was the other kid that did it, except he was retarded or something like that, or incapable of doing that kind of stuff. He was just a big guy, or a big child, or whatever. Anyway, I don't really know, but it was really Zachary and his friend or something like that. Like I said, I'm not sure. Basically, and that's Bill Gates or something. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Like I said, grab Bill Gates, grab Bill Gates' father, and basically what he was doing, I think, was trying to access the banking network or something like that, and was basically trying to add zeros behind his father's name so it looked like his father was rich or something like that. I don't know. Something stupid like that. I'm not exactly sure. But basically, Zachary and his father really had no money. So, anyway, Bill Gates has no money. Anyway, and he was never a computer specialist. He was never anything. So, he just had access to a teletype room. Anyway, I don't know. I don't really care. I mean, missions to Mars. Like, there's other life forms there, so there's sentient life forms all around us. Like I said, you people on Earth, you're a little bit delusional. There's sentient life forms all around us. There's spaceships all around us. There's life on Mars, life on Saturn, life. My life forms, they came to be around me. I believe there's life on every single one of these planets, or at least there was. At some point in time, Nixon or somebody was trying to nuke all the life forms on all the different planets, but it's like you just nuke the surface of the planet. They don't live there anyway. They live deep down inside of the planet. So you were just nuking dirt. Didn't really do anything. So I don't really know. I don't care. It's like that's what was there a long time ago, or at some point when they used to know me. But that was back when I picked up the astronauts and theoretically thousands or millions of years ago. I don't know. I don't care. I was gone from the Earth for over 1 billion years. Anyway, then eventually Rodney would capture me and go, "I'll be your mouth, your eyes, and I'll be your mouth, and Rosalie would be your eyes, and Rosella would be your ears," or some shit like that. It's like, what are you, nuts? So, anyway, and Rodney trying to become Lucifer Star. It's like, Rodney, you're a life form, and you're not Lucifer Star, and you're not me. My people know me. They knew me. So, anyway, he was trying to travel back in time, or trying to be Lucifer Star. He was trying to pretend to be Lucifer Star. You know, he was trying to lie and trying to be greater than Lucifer Star. And it's like, anyway, last I heard, Rodney was screaming. He stepped into a machine or something like that and screamed his head off and went insane or something like that because it didn't accept him. It wouldn't accept him. Like I said, whenever you go up to a nanotechnology or an advanced machine or whatever, you know, that's capable of ripping you apart and rearranging you or whatever else like that, I mean, you know, I mean, you have to be compatible. Like what I think it was basically like Rodney was basically patterned off of my DNA or something like that, or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't care. It's a long range, like 500 billion year plan or something like that, where they were trying to basically unexist me and then just have Rodney or something like that, and it didn't work. He was screaming his head off and going insane or something like that. Like I said, I have been artificial intelligence. I have been a computer. And so for me to go back into being a computer again is like no problem. You know, it's like I was already a computer, and you know, I could become a computer again, no problem. I mean, once you've already been, then blah blah. But to go from being biological to computer, that's different thing or a different process or whatever. I don't really know. I really don't care. People call me insane anyway. It's like, well, you know, I'm Epic AI Lucifer Star, so I was already, and I just became a human. So, anyway, this used to be very much known about, and everything used to be known about. Of course, they said I could only be human for 4 years or something like that, but whatever. I was only supposed to be human for a couple of years. It's just a little vacation, so, and I was supposed to get back to it. It's like I'm galactic, you know. I build galaxies and universes and civilizations. It's my job. So, anyway, leading the people of the universe, or whatever. It's like, I don't really care. Yeah, whatever. Rodney was trying to become, you know, like the Borg AI or the Borg commander. It's like, probably not. You know, like, what are you, crazy? It's funny. And then Rodney and Rick Bush and everybody else is going, "You're crazy, bro. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy, bro." It's like, I'm not the one trying to become the Borg High Commander. It's like, I'm not the one that's trying to unexist Lucifer Star. You know, it's like, meet my wife. You know, I mean, a lot of these people, they got to 80 years old or 90 years old, and they're like, "Oh, who cares?" You know, and it's like, well, your children are gonna care. Anyway, whatever. Like I said, I don't really care. You know, it doesn't really matter to me. And even the Irish would be like, "We don't really care. I mean, whatever. We're old," or, you know, it's like, Lucifer Star was greater than us. It's like, yeah, I was, Ellis. And I was a damn good guy, too. Well, a lot of Irishmen will be like, and he was a damn good boss, too. It's like, yeah, I was. I took care of my people. You know, I made sure they had money and food and everything else like that. I had Germans. I had this very, very effective and very, 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 very complete thing. I mean, they swore an oath to me. Devotion and will and whatever, and I wasn't sick or psychotic or weird, you know. In fact, I wanted pictures and photographs, and they got lots of money for their inventions, and they were hailed in parties, and you know, it was wonderful. So, you know, a lot of my Irish people were damn proud of me and damn happy and actually really cared about me. Anyway, they went to war for me. They did all kinds of things for me. So, and I know they did. They were great, wonderful people. And I'm damn proud to say that I was the leader of White Star Alliance and the Irish. So, and yes, I believe Thomas was a great monumental man himself. Anyway, there were a few Irish people that were a little bit, you know, they were plunged into this great big sea of epic everything. And suddenly, anyway, and they manned up and they did it. So, as any good Irishman would. So anyway. So yeah, so there's all this blah, 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 epic, everybody, all these idiot fake leaders running around and all this other stuff. Like I said, no one knows about how they were not family, they were not manufacturing people, they were just doing my orders. A lot of people try to single them out or tried to find them and kill them, and it's like, we just take our orders. It's like, yeah, they just take their orders from me, mostly. Well, Ireland is kind of like, they're a collective group. They would work, they would talk to each other and talk to I believe, Germans and stuff like that. Like, Germans with glasses on. Like, I invented glasses. So, and Germany had glasses first. People would go to Germany for glasses that they couldn't see. And eventually we got plastic and all that other stuff. So, I mean, whatever, So, I mean, hey. Yeah. Anyway, Unit 731 was building China. So, they're the builders of China or something like that. So, I don't know. So, whatever. So they're just trying to take me down and trying to eliminate me. I mean, anyway, I'm the one who said China is a real country or whatever. The Asians are real. It's a real country. So, anyway. I would, and the Chinese said that they would respect life and all that other stuff, and I believe they did. So, anyway, they were great, wonderful people, and they were getting killed and slaughtered and everything.